Hello, hello to the students that are entering into our session for this evening. Students, want to just remind you of a few things as you're entering in the room before we start with presentations. If at any point you have a question to any of our presenters, they don't have to be presenting at the time you have the question, but at any point in time, go ahead and use that Q&A button down at the bottom, and our representatives will chat you back with answers or more information. Students, your camera and microphone are off so that our presenters can't see or hear you. So use that Q&A if you do have some stuff you want to ask. There are more sessions coming up in the future, so go ahead and check for those schedules online. And this recording will be available later on that same website where you registered for tonight's Reno Virtual College Fair. So without further ado, I am going to pass it off to our first presenter, who's from Southern Oregon University.
Perfect. So my name is Miranda Stiles, and I am presenting for Southern Oregon University. We are located in Ashland, Oregon, which is about 5.5 hours away from Reno. We have about 21,000 residents in the city of Ashland. However, we do get about 350,000 tourists a year, primarily for the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, which is a world-renowned theater. We do also have Mount Ashland and Lithia Park, as well as numerous hiking, mountain biking trails, whitewater rafting, really a lot of places to explore outdoors, as well as in the downtown Ashland area. We have very mild climate, and it's very familiar and very similar to the Northern California area. So about 200 sunny days a year and 4 mild season, although you do get quite a bit of snow up in the Mount Ashland area, but just a light dusting in town. So it's very mild. In terms of numbers, we have about 5,900 students, and that includes graduate as well as undergraduate students, about 21 students per class. We have 38 majors and over 100 academic programs under our 7 academic divisions. I have listed some of our more notable programs down here at the bottom. However, some of our most popular majors are business, education, psychology, as well as criminal justice. We do have our theater program, which is known nationally. And we have a couple different programs within that, as well as a graduate degree. We're kind of a hidden gem with STEM programs, as well as our environmental science and policy. And we just added one of our new programs, digital cinema, which is a fundamental filmmaking degree. You can find the whole list of academic programs at sou.edu/academics. In terms of campus culture, again, we have about 6,000 students, but we have about 80 plus clubs and organizations. So we're a small, tight-knit, friendly community, both within the university and Ashland as a whole. We have a lot of opportunities to explore and learn more about yourself. In terms of our academic opportunities, we have Honors College, which accepts about 25 students per year, as well as our Degree in 3 program. Our Degree in 3 program allows you to graduate up to 1 year earlier by reducing a year's worth of general education credits. So it's a good way to save tuition and fees for that last year. We also have study away programs, as well as 13 varsity teams, as well as clubs and intramurals if you want to stay active and involved. We are known nationally for our disability friendliness, and so we have the Disability Resource Center, as well as UCAMP, which is our university coaching and mentoring program, and it's a fee-for-service program that's really good for students who might need additional learning accommodation and assistance. We're also very friendly and inclusive to our LGBTQ population, and have been nationally ranked for years with that. In terms of applying at SOU, you would apply using the SOU application on our website. We are not part of the Common Application. It is found at apply.sou.edu. So you would submit that, and then you'd submit your official transcripts from either high school or community college. You would ask your counselor or registrar for those transcripts. If that's what you included, and your GPA is about a 2.5 coming from high school, or a 2.25 coming from a community college as a transfer student, we do not need anything else. And you would hear back from SOU within 2 to 3 weeks after submitting those items with an admission decision. However, if you're worried about your GPA, I would encourage you to submit essays, letters of recommendation, and or a resume because we have a holistic review. We are not requiring an SAT or ACT score for fall 2021 or moving forward. And so we would just be looking at your transcripts and your application. We do have rolling admissions, so we encourage students to apply throughout the year. However, the best window to apply is before January, so that gives you the optimal amount of time for scholarship packages. We also are part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program. If you haven't heard of the WUI is a discounted tuition for students from Nevada that are admitted to SOU. So instead of paying tuition and fees of roughly $28,000 per year, tuition and fees go down to about $15,000 a year. If you add that on with room and board costs, it'd be about $14,000 more, although room and board is only required for first-year students at SOU. What's nice about our SOU WUI is that it's automatic. There's no separate application, restrictions, or deadlines with our program. It's also stackable. So if you're getting an athletic scholarship or any other merit-based aid from SOU or Pell Grants or anything like that, or even if you're getting a scholarship from your high school or a community college that you can bring over, you can add that to WUI to further reduce your cost of attendance. Also, we do have WUI merit-based scholarships. So depending on your GPA, you can get additional funding to help reduce your cost of attendance. There's no separate applications with WUI merit-based scholarships. And you get that every single year if you're a recipient of it your first year. So we have about 45 seconds left, but I definitely want to include this page. So if you want to screenshot it, that is our admissions website, email, contact number. We also have virtual tours. So if you want to see 360 videos of any department or building on campus, you can. We also have campus tours going on in person now, Monday through Friday at Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. So you can sign that up for that online. We also have virtual connections. So if you want a Zoom appointment or a Google Meet appointment with one of our admission counselor, you can go to our admissionssou.edu website as well. So thank you so much for the presentation, and I'd be happy to answer any questions in the chat.
Great, thank you so much. And we will now move on to our presenter from Western Oregon University.
All righty. So sorry, I was just getting my screen up there really quickly. So my name is Chris Jones. I am here representing Western Oregon University. So today what I'm going to be talking about is general information, admissions requirements, cost. We are also a WUI school, which I'll go into a little bit more here soon. Room and board, application requirements, and some brand new news that just got broke this last weekend. Some things that just to set us apart from, or at least that we find is unique at our campus is small class sizes, mid-sized campus. We do have unique majors in American Sign Language and education, master's programs, and over 50 different majors. So some of the general information, we are a four-year public institution. We are located in Monmouth, Oregon. I'm sure a lot of you are not familiar where Monmouth, Oregon is, but we are located about 20 minutes away from Salem and about an hour south of Portland. Our undergraduate population is around 4,500 students. This year, our incoming class of freshmen, 49% were first generation. And that is something that we do pride ourselves in. As well as working with those students that this is the first time anyone in their family is experiencing the college journey. 6 most popular majors we have on our campus, education and criminal justice are the 2 that we're known for on a national level. Business and psychology are the 2 that are most popular. We graduate the most students through those 2 programs. Anything in the pre-health sciences, so exercise science, pre-nursing, pre-med, pre-dentistry, any of those have actually tripled over the last 2 years on our campus. So it's our fastest growing majors. And we also have a very unique major in American Sign Language English Interpreting and American Sign Language Studies. We're actually the only school in the state of Oregon that can offer you that degree, and one of 3 schools in the whole western part of the United States. So talking about admissions requirements, here at Western, we have a 3.0 GPA with the 15 college or core subject requirements with a C- or better. That's 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 3 years of science, 3 years of social science, and 2 years of the same second foreign language. If you meet those first 2 bullet points, the 3.0 and the 15 core subject requirements, you are automatically admitted to Western. The third bullet point is one of the changes of this recent weekend. SAT and ACT optional for most, no, optional for all. We are not requiring SAT or ACT for any student, and that goes both for our admissions requirements and our scholarships. So we will not be requiring that any longer. One of the biggest tips I can give you about Western, and I'm sure this goes for a lot of schools that are on this call and all around, is these are our automatic admissions requirements, not our automatic deny requirements. So please, if you see something on here where you're like, oh, I'm one of the core subjects short, or I'm at a 2.8 GPA, or whatever it might be, please don't make that admissions decision for yourself. That's why we're here. Please give us a call. I want to talk to you about your situation and see what we can do to help you become a wolf. So money, we are a part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program, or the WUI program. We are based, this number is based off of 15 credited hours. So you're looking at $14,286 for the entire year. If you add room and board onto that, room and board is roughly around $10,000. That would bump you up to the $24,000 mark for the entire year of total costs. Obviously, how do we lower that? Scholarship opportunities. The presidential scholarship has changed this last weekend. As I said, no SAT or ACT requirement. So if you meet the GPA requirement for any of these levels, as long as you apply for our general scholarship as well before March 1st, you will receive that level. The dean's level is a 3.5 GPA, the provost is a 3.5 GPA, and the presidential is a 3.8 GPA. So if you have a 3.8 GPA, as long as you apply for our general scholarship as well, you will be receiving the $5,500 mark. The general scholarship is one scholarship that you complete that actually, or one application, sorry, that you complete that covers 70 different scholarships on our campus. And then the last one, and this is a new one on our campus, is called the WU Award. If you attend one of our that's a word I'll get someday, virtual preview day, or one of our events online, you apply for your FAFSA, apply to our school, and complete the general scholarship all prior to February 1st, you will receive $1,000 for checking off all the requirements of an incoming freshman. So like I said earlier, room and board, $10,800. We do have that live on requirement as well. You are required to live on campus your freshman year. I'm going to repeat that in a way you should hear that. And that is, you get the great opportunity to live on campus your freshman year. It shows students that live on campus have a higher attendance rate, higher success rate when it comes to their overall college experience. Living on campus, you can definitely take tours of our campus, our entire campus, and our residence halls. Same thing. Virtually online. We are opening up tours come November 2nd. So if that is something that you are interested in, please reach out at wou.edu/visit. So the application platform, wou.edu/apply. Some of the new things about this is we have a priority deadline of February 1st to allow you to get any kind of scholarships. There is no longer a $60 application fee, as we are waiving all application fees for this upcoming year. So again, the two biggest changes is no more SAT, ACT requirement, and the $60 application fee is being waived. Go ahead and screenshot this if you would like. Again, my name is Chris Jones, 503-838-8594, Jones C. There's my timer that just went off. I apologize for going a couple seconds over, but my email is right there. And then also down at the bottom, that Calendly link, if you would like to set up a one-on-one Zoom link with me, please copy that Calendly link and you'll be able to have full access to my schedule to set something up. Thank you so much for being here. Listen to me go for 6 minutes and some change. I'm so sorry. Everyone who knows me, I'm a talker. Thank you so much. Please ask questions.
That's a good reminder, Chris. Students, if you are here and have questions, go ahead, use that Q&A, but we will also now pass off to our next presenter from Oregon State.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beaver Nation virtually. My name is Kelly Pieski, and I am the Assistant Director of Non-Resident Recruitment for Oregon State University. And I'm also the admissions advisor for Northern Nevada. So if you're joining us from the Northern Nevada region, then I am also your contact person, and I will make sure to give you all my contact information before the session ends today. I am here to tell you a little bit about Oregon State in Corvallis, Oregon. For those of you who are unfamiliar with where Oregon State is located, we are in the town of Corvallis, which you can see is indicated by the larger of 3 orange dots on your map in front of you. We are located about an hour or so away from each the Pacific coast, as well as the Cascade Mountain Range, and we're about 90 miles south of Portland. So we have a really great location in terms of being able to enjoy everything that the beautiful Pacific Northwest has to offer, whether it be hiking, biking, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, snowboarding, skiing, surfing, whatever it is that you like to do or participate in, you can certainly do so in and around Corvallis. And then we also have some great proximity close to the big cities like Portland as well. Corvallis itself is consistently ranked as being one of the top college towns in the nation, as well as being one of the safest, smartest, and greenest small cities as well. So it's just a really place to live and learn for those 4 years that you're in college. It is a smaller college town. There's about 55,000 year-round residents living in the town. And then Oregon State has a total student population of about 32,000, with about just over 24,000 of those students being undergraduate. So again, it's just a really great place to be for those 4 years that you are in college. Okay. On campus, there are a ton of different student activities for students to participate in. We have over 400 student clubs and organizations, anything from academic-based clubs like the Pre-Med Society to just more fun recreational clubs like the Hammocking Club or the Corgi Appreciation Club. We have a lot of different traditions on campus. Dam Jam is one of the biggest ones. That's kind of a year-end celebration where students come together in the spring term. It happens right there in Reser Stadium, which is our football stadium that you're also seeing on the screen in front of you. It's a big festival. Musical acts come in. In the past years, we've had people like Jesse McCartney, Akon, Macklemore, just to name a few. So again, really fun things to do on campus. We have 7 different cultural resource centers. We have a pretty robust Greek life. So if you're interested in getting involved in any kind of extracurricular or co-curricular activities, those opportunities absolutely exist for you at Oregon State. And then in terms of athletics, we play in the Pac-12 conference. We have 16 different Division I sports. Students get home game tickets for free. So that's something that's always fun to check out. Being part of like the small college town and then being part of this larger Pac-12 conference just adds energy to the air that's pretty indescribable. On game days, super fun on campus. Everybody is decked out in their orange and black. And then again, the students get home game tickets for free. If you wanted to still be involved in athletics, but maybe not quite at the Division I level, you can absolutely do so between our 40 different club and intramural sports. Now moving along and talking about our academic programs, we offer over 200 majors through 11 different colleges. So a lot to choose from. 11 different colleges. We're known for a lot of different programs, most notably in agricultural sciences, engineering, earth sciences, environmental sciences, just to name a few, but we are not just a STEM school. We have programs in pretty much anything that you can think of. If you scan that QR code that's in your top right screen or top right corner of your screen, that will take you to a page that really lets you explore our majors in depth. If you don't quite know what you want to major in, we also have a program for that, the University Exploratory Studies program. As long as you are declaring your major within your first 2 years, by that midpoint of your second year, you should still be able to graduate within 4 years without a problem. We have no impacted programs. Nothing is limited by capacity. So once you decide what you want to major in, you can get those classes you need to graduate within 4 years. We offer a lot of flexibility in our program. So you can double major, you can add a minor, you can take classes in other programs, and that won't be an issue. We also have a degree granting honors college. So if you are a high achieving student, you'd also have the opportunity to apply for the honors college and get an honors baccalaureate degree along with your regular degree. We're a top research institution. We're one of only 2 institutions in the entire nation to hold all 4 federally funded grants. We're a land, sun, sea, and space grant institution. So what that means and why that should be important to you is that it means that we are getting funded through all different avenues to help support research in all academic interests. So research at Oregon State isn't just lab coats and goggles, it's everything. We have research opportunities in all of our different majors. And even though we're in this little small college town, we have research stations throughout the state, research opportunities throughout the nation, as well as on all 7 continents. So our reach is truly global. Moving along to talk about our admissions process and our scholarship consideration. For both admissions and scholarship, we utilize a holistic review of your application. We'll be looking at a wide range of different criteria, including your academic history, your cumulative GPA, your college prep courses passed with a C- or higher. We are on the Common App application, and we are asking for you to respond to one of the essay prompts through the Common App. And then you also have a couple different parts in there with the personal statement and the COVID statement that you can provide additional context to your application. And we are test optional for moving on for fall 2021 and forever. So test optional. Our early application deadline is November 1st. Regular deadline is February 1st. For both, we are WUI school. WUI is going to be the top award for non-resident students. So as long as you submit your application by February 1st, you're automatically considered, but it's not going to be automatically given because it's the top award. It is competitive, but we have other admissions-based awards. We have other departmental, institutional, and private scholarships as well. And of course, we participate in FAFSA. My information is up here on the screen. I am out of time. Apologize for that, but make sure you jot down my contact information if you have any questions. And thank you, and go Beavs.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And now we will pass off to our presenter from Oregon State University Cascades.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kelly. I always love it when I have a fellow Beav presenting with me in types of things like this, because it makes it easy to kind of go from one to the next. So my name is Emily. I'm an admissions advisor from Oregon State University Cascades, which is our Bend campus. And if you remember the map that Kelly showed you earlier, which is super helpful, we are the dot kind of more inland and in the center of the state. So we are located in beautiful Bend, Oregon, which is located right alongside the Cascade Mountain Range, hence our name. We have about 1,400 students on our campus, so we are a small university with the average class size being 18. We are a new and growing campus, so we opened our doors to our new campus in 2016, and I have a couple of pictures to show you what that looks like in just a couple of minutes here. But we're super excited to be the newest college campus in Oregon that has opened in 50 years. So we are quite literally making history here in Bend, and it's really great because you get to be a part of Beaver Nation as well. So we get to take advantage of the same scholarships, study abroad, similar research opportunities that you would get from Oregon State. And whether you walk across the stage in Corvallis or Bend, you're receiving an OSU degree. So it's really exciting. One of the highlights that I like to talk about OSU Cascades is that we have a lot of really wonderful hands-on opportunities. So what that means for you is that you are getting to jump right into classes and you are known by your first name. You're not a number on campus. You're going to pass instructors, peers in the hall, and people that are going to know you by your first name and what your goals are, which is really cool. So we are small enough to know your name, but we're large enough to launch your dreams and whatever you're looking for. So moving right along, one of the biggest reasons why students choose the area to come to OSU Cascades is because of Bend itself. So if you've ever been up to Lake Tahoe, you have seen, a beautiful lake community, mountains, all kinds of outdoor opportunities. And Bend is kind of like that, except we don't have a massive lake. We have a lot of smaller lakes in the area, but we do have that mountain town kind of vibe. So if you're into anything outdoors, and I mean literally anything, we have it for you. We even have a surfing wave, a man-made surfing wave here in our river in town. So you can really do anything outside. If you're not much of an outdoorsy person or you like to do other things, we also do have a really vibrant arts and entertainment scene in Bend. And with all 4 seasons, we also get 300 average days of sun per year. So there's just a lot of opportunity to really balance out a rigorous academic schedule with doing a lot of really fun things in Bend. So to kind of showcase a little bit about what we offer at OSU Cascades, as I mentioned, we have 21 academic programs and over 30 minors and options. We are constantly adding new programs to our repertoire of offerings for students, which is really exciting because we are growing. We're kind of monitoring the types of things students are interested in and the types of needs that Central Oregon wants and the jobs that are needing to be filled. And so, for example, last year, we launched our outdoor products degree. And so we're really excited about that because it's one of 2 in the nation. We offer a lot of the big ticket major items, so biology with pre-health science pathways. So if you're interested in medical school, dental school, veterinary school, things like that, we have professional pathways for you to go into. And then we also have some of the specialty programs only offered on our Bend campus, that outdoor products degree I mentioned, hospitality management, and a couple of others that are really specific to us. But we have a little bit of something for everyone. And we also offer that University Exploratory Studies program that's great for students who are still deciding on what they want to major in. Probably the best part about our academic programs is that not only are you going to receive a bachelor's degree from Oregon State Cascades, but you're also going to have the chance to take part in a guaranteed experiential learning opportunity. So whether that looks like an internship, research, study abroad, service learning, a leadership role, or a capstone project, or maybe even a couple of those things, you're going to have your chance to get something else added to your resume and also getting out into the community and beyond and getting your hands in whatever you are interested in doing with your career. We have a lot of great connections locally, within the state, within the region, and even internationally for you to take advantage of because we are connected to Oregon State. So to show you a little bit about our town, I wanted to make sure that I included some pictures to kind of bring it to you. This is the Deschutes River. This exact spot flows about 3 minutes, or it's about 3 minutes from where we are on campus, and it flows right through the middle of Bend. I love it personally because I love to run and it's fun to run along the trails here. But we also have some great restaurants, a really awesome concert venue, places to shop, which are just down the road as well. So you're right in the middle of town and able to get access to all of these great things. We also have Mount Bachelor. So for any of you skiers, snowboarders, or sledding enthusiasts, we have a wonderful place to go in between classes, even if you wanted to, with only being 23 minutes away. So you can really balance out that schedule. And then to kind of give you a perspective of what our campus looks like now and kind of where we're headed, right smack dab in the middle of your screen is our campus. We have 3 buildings currently, and we just started building our 4th. To the right of the kind of tannish building in the center, there's a little red box, and that's actually where our brand new academic building is going to be. And it's opening next fall. So for any of you seniors out there who are looking at us, you might be one of the first students to walk into this new academic building, having history grow underneath your feet. So as you can see the Deschutes River on the left, Mount Bachelor on the right. So you're right there in the heart of Bend, and we have 128 acres of campus to grow onto. So you can see a lot of the open space in the bottom. That's going to allow us to get very awesome campus community underway. Just wanted to show you a quick slide of the residence hall. We do have capacity for 300 students on our campus. We have all kinds of different residence hall style rooms, as well as lots of amenities. And then we also have a really robust offering of student life opportunities. Just because we're a small campus certainly does not limit you in terms of the things that you can do on campus. Over 30 different clubs and club sports to get involved with, as well as student organizations such as our student government and other job opportunities that we have on our campus. And I want to be respectful of time, but please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about how to become a Bend Beav. All of our same admissions requirements are the same as OSU, so it makes it quite easy for you to kind of see what that looks like. We have great scholarship opportunities as well, so please feel free to connect with me anytime. I am also holding virtual advising sessions, so I'd love to meet with you one-on-one if you have more questions. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, and I will pass it on to the next presenter.
Great, thank you so much. And now on to our presenter from Eastern Oregon University.
Alrighty, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Christian, and I am an admissions counselor here at Eastern Oregon University. I will pause for a couple seconds just so you can see our campus. It is a little choppy, so I do apologize for that. But as you can see, we are surrounded by mountains, and we are located in La Grande, Oregon, which is about 8 hours from Reno. So again, this is our campus. A lot of opportunities to go out, explore. Many students that choose Eastern Oregon University are definitely passionate about the outdoors. So As you've seen that, I will talk a little bit about our location. So as I mentioned, we are about 8 hours from Reno, which means we're about 2.5 hours from Boise and about 4 hours from Portland. The population of La Grande is about 13,000. So we are a small university located in a small town. And on campus, we have about 1,600 students. And quite honestly, that was my favorite experience about Eastern Oregon University, was definitely the opportunities that you have by attending a small school. You are able to connect with professors, and the average class size here at Eastern is less than 25. So again, a lot of one-on-one opportunities to connect with your professors. They get to know you by your name. Many times they will help you apply for your dream job, get into grad school, or even apply for internships. So again, average class size is less than 25. And here on the screen, you can actually see our popular programs. So we have 30 plus majors. And here on the screen, you can see our most popular. I will highlight a few of them. Education, we were founded as an education school back in 1929, and education is one of our top 3 programs, along with business. About 25% of students at Eastern Oregon University are business majors, and within business, we do have several different concentrations. We also do really well in the sciences. Our chemistry program has been nationally recognized by the National Chemical Society for the past 10 years. And really quick, pre-med, we have a really great pre-med program. About 92% of students that graduate from EOU are accepted into med school. So something we really pride ourselves on is providing internship opportunities for students. And that is a requirement that students have to complete, either an internship or a senior capstone. Clubs and organizations, we have 50 plus clubs and organizations on our campus. So a lot of opportunities to explore. Here on our screen, you can see a couple of them. I'll take some time to highlight a few of them. Obviously, we have a Zumba club, which is that picture in the middle. If you like dancing, like getting a good workout, every Tuesday and Thursday, our Zumba club meets. We also have student government. So if you like getting involved, we have opportunities for you to connect with other EOU students, and there are many paid positions within that. So again, 50 plus clubs and organizations at Eastern Oregon University. We also have study abroad, where you can go anywhere in the world, anywhere from 3 weeks to a whole year. Our most popular destinations are Costa Rica and Europe. We also have some really awesome opportunities, much like the other institutions that you've heard from previously, to get outdoors. So not only do you have free rental opportunities at Eastern Oregon University, but you can also earn college credit. So that means you could be taking your chemistry, your math, your writing classes in the morning, and then register for a paddleboarding or a mountain biking class, and you can receive credit for that. So again, a lot of opportunities to really explore. We also have athletics. We compete at that NAI level, so we are a smaller division, but out of 250 plus schools that compete in that division, we are ranked top 5 in athletic success. So we do really well. Along with that, we also have a cheer and dance team. And if you are interested in competing at the collegiate level, the best way to do that is to actually connect with the coaches. You can do that at eousports.com to learn more about our athletics. We also have living on campus, and it is a requirement during your first year. Our residence halls are really nice. They're very spacious. Here, as you can see, we have apartment style residence halls, and this would be the area that you share with your roommates or your suite mates. And then we have singles, doubles, and triples, depending on what you choose. And as you can see, the price is on the top right-hand corner, anywhere from about $8,700 to about $12,000 per year, depending on your room and meal plan combinations. Much like the other schools as well, we do WUI, so the Western Undergraduate Exchange, which means you automatically qualify for WUI. You don't have to do anything else. It's automatic, and that's about $13,200 per year for Nevada students. Some requirements, our requirements are as long as you have a 2.75 in GPA and pass all of your classes with a C- or higher, all of your high school classes that is, you will automatically be admitted into the university. If you do not, there is a petition process that you can go through. And then the application process is easier than ever. You can apply, send official transcripts, and then within 3 to 5 business days, you will receive an admissions decision from Eastern Oregon University. So again, step number 1, apply, send your official transcripts, and then you will receive an admissions decision. We also have scholarships. Scholarships open up October 1st and the deadline is February 1st. We have a lot of scholarships where you can apply. For example, our foundation scholarship, one application automatically enrolls you into 105 applications. So we definitely appreciate your time if you do that. As well as that, we have $3.2 million that are awarded every year in scholarships. Talking about scholarships, we actually have our first scholarship opportunity for you all. We have a virtual preview day coming up November 14th, where you do have to register at eou.edu/visit ahead of time. But if you do register, you will get an automatic $250 scholarship. During this day, you can learn more about programs, campus live, athletics, basically all things EOU. So a good opportunity to do that. We're also open for campus visits in person and virtual. And last but not least, this is my contact information. If you have any questions, please reach out, and thanks for joining us.
Excellent. Thank you so much to our presenters. For students in the room, I'm really sorry if you were looking for Southwestern Oregon Community College. It looks like they weren't able to join us this evening, but we have a few more minutes, which is very exciting. So if you do have some questions for our presenters, students, I know sometimes it can be worrisome. Is everyone going to see my question? No others will. So if you do have a question specific for a school, you can just say, hey, Oregon State wondering about, and say that it's just you and the presenter that will be typing on that Q&A. But I will give this opportunity now because we have a few minutes for each of our presenters for about a minute. We'll start from the top. If there is maybe one last thought or something that you didn't get to cover, maybe a cool campus tradition or some folklore or anything like that to share, we'll give each person 1 more minute to kind of recap and end our session here. So let's go ahead and start with Southern Oregon University.
Thank you. So one thing that I didn't have a chance to mention earlier was that we have the ROTC program, so Reserve Officer Training Corps, at our university. So this is a good kind of medium if you are maybe interested in the military route after school. You can actually get your bachelor's degree while you're attending Southern Oregon University. We have, it's free tuition and fees for our ROTC cadets, and we have about 60 cadets each year, usually split between female and male. We also are one of the few schools west of the Mississippi to offer free room and board for our cadets as well. So you can actually graduate with a bachelor's degree entirely debt-free. You would commission into the Army or the National Guard as an officer after receiving your bachelor's degree. So that is another option at SOU if you're interested. We also have the military science minor that you can tack onto that. It's open to any major. And if you wanted more information, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Excellent. Good to know. And a little bit of a wrap up here for Western Oregon University.
Yeah, just one thing I wanted to mention that I know was mentioned by other schools, and I completely spaced it with our WUI program is something I really want to touch on. There are no binding requirements. We are an automatic WUI school and stackable with all other scholarships and or grant or federal funding as well. So when it comes to our WUI, applying from a WUI state, once we get your application and see that it is automatic, you will automatically get that tuition reduction, and then any of those scholarships that I mentioned earlier will automatically be taken down from that. So it is a full stackable opportunity. So
Excellent. Thank you. Final thoughts, last wrap ups from Oregon State.
Everybody, thanks again for giving us this little bit extra time. I did want to kind of reiterate about our scholarship because I know I kind of breezed through that easily, too quickly last time. I was running out of time. So for both WUI and admissions-based scholarships, you're automatically considered for those as long as you get your admissions application into us by February 1st. So no additional application is needed for those. Just get your application in by February 1st and you're automatically considered for either WUI or the other admissions-based scholarships. Amounts are going to vary for admissions-based scholarships. Those are mainly merit-based. But in addition to that, we have several other departmental, institutional, and private donor scholarships. And in order to ensure that you have access to that application to apply for those additional scholarships, you'll need to get your application into us by November 1st, which is just around the corner. So that's why I'm saying it now. This is, of course, for you seniors in there, get your application into us by November 1st. That will ensure that you are admitted in time to have access to the OSU Scholar Dollars application, which will help just maximize all of your award earning potential. So that is what I have to say. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you. And final thoughts, Oregon State Cascades.
Yes, absolutely. Well, first, I just want to thank all of my colleagues for being here tonight. A lot of us know each other around doing recruitment out on the road, normally in Reno, to see all of you in person. But that kind of brings me to my final thoughts is just know that everything this year definitely totally looks different for all of us, for all of you, but it definitely doesn't take away any of the excitement that we all feel to encourage you into this next exciting step in your life. And while it can feel a little bit different, don't let it hinder the adventure that you're going to have. So we have a lot of great resources to help you. Don't be afraid to reach out to one of us. If you have a question about something, there's no such thing as a dumb or random question in college admissions. We've all been there. We all want to help you find your own version of success. And another thing is just to follow what feels right to you. When you find your people and you find the place that you feel the most at home, you're going to find a really great college match. And wherever that is, whether it's in-state, out-of-state, overseas, anything like that, just know that there's a school out there that's going to be a great fit for you. And we're all rooting for you and we all want to help you out. So just let us know how we can support you.
Excellent. And Eastern Oregon University.
Awesome. Just to kind of go back off of what Emily said, my colleague, yeah, I mean, right now it might be a little intimidating with everything that's going on. And you've just heard from 5 institutions in Oregon that it seems like we're all professionals and we've been doing this for quite some time, but just know that we're all very down to earth. You know, for example, for me, I am a first generation student. So when I was 17 and 18, I had no idea what financial aid was, what scholarships were. And to think that I am an admissions expert, it's kind of crazy, but just know that we're here to help. There is no stupid question. And we are all about just making sure that we help you with your decision, right? We aren't rivals, even though we are all in Oregon. We actually are here for the student and we're here to help along the way.
Excellent. Thanks so much. So we are getting close to the end of our time with this presentation. Thank you so much to the students that have joined this evening. Thank you to our schools in Oregon. It was great to see everybody from a similar geographic location on this one, so that was kind of fun. So thanks everyone for joining. We only have about a minute or so left. So I don't see, I do see one more, no, question was answered in the Q&A, so that's great. So everyone have a lovely evening and thanks for joining us. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good to see everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, have a great night.